part of my trip here was A, to come to the school, but also see an AMA race and also see what Matt Mladen's all about, because now, having looked at Ben Spies, it's fairly obvious to us he's pretty special. You guys knew that, we didn't, or a lot of people in Europe didn't, I don't think, or realised how good he would be immediately on new tyres, on new tracks. You told me in February, you know what, he could win the title if he goes about it right. Matt Mladen and their relationship, an important one obviously, because Matt just seemingly is, you know, again, 7 in a row yesterday, just that step above everybody.
You know, Matt really seems to have the measure of all the guys here in the U.S., and now that Ben's gone, he seems to be doing it somewhat comfortably to me. Ben and Matt just elevated each other's game. Along with that, the big benefactor there was Suzuki. I mean, Suzuki GSX-R 1000s have absolutely dominated superbike racing here in the United States. I forget how many races in a row we've won now, 85 or 88 or what the number is in AMA, but it's interesting to see how one guy can be so dominant. I mean, Spies, we knew he was good here. He'd beaten Mladen 3 times straight in the championship. Every time I see Matt, he looks at me and goes, God, he goes, I wish Ben would have crashed more when he was over here to maybe beat him a little bit easier. Ben's struggling a little bit, making a few silly mistakes here and there, but there's no doubt the kid's got a ton of talent, and I mean unbelievable drive and determination and a lot of speed as well. So. And
it's arguable that his rivalry with Matt has made him not bulletproof, but certainly exceedingly tough to take on somebody like Hager at Monza on a factory Ducati. Almost an impossibility, but he just seemingly just goes about his business, and I think the experience here in AMA has taught him that. And I mean, what do you see in this kid?
Matt's made Ben grow up really, really quick. You know, Ben came to Suzuki on John Ulrich's team, I think when he was either 15 or 16 years old. And I've known him since then and been working with him pretty closely, you know, for 5 or 6 or 7 years. He's a great friend. We enjoy training together. We ride bicycles, ride motocross. I used to could kick his ass in everything, and now I can barely keep up with him in doing any of it. So the Mladen aspect of it has really made him that much stronger of a person. You know, they never have really gotten along all that well. It seemed like when they'd go testing, they realized they could both benefit, but from the input each other gave. And it would, a lot of times they might sit down and talk amongst each other earlier in their careers about what to do and how the bike needed to be better and what they could possibly do to make it better, because they knew both were going to benefit if the factory really worked in one direction. So, you know, it was a great team. Mladen's still got a couple of really good teammates in Tommy Hayden and Blake Young, and Speezy seems to be on the gas in World Superbike. It'll be interesting to watch the rest of the season and how it unfolds.
I was going to say, a lot of American fans will be watching the rest of the season. The gap is there. Hager's doing a pretty good job at the moment of holding him off. Can he do it in his first season?
I think Ben still stands a chance. You know, it's a slimmer chance than it was before Assen. But I think if he can find a way to get out there and start consistently winning races and put some pressure on those guys, that first race that he rode at Assen, I mean, he looked like a seasoned World Superbike veteran. To get around the track that well, to make, you know, I've raced Assen a ton of times, and I've looked at making a pass in that corner where he made that pass in that fast right kink, and I have never been brave enough to try that. So, you know, hats off to him. I think he's got the speed. If he could ever get some support, I mean, Haga seems to, when he has a bad day, he's second. Ben's going to have a hard time making up that many points on Haga if Haga always can be second or third. Haga struggles a couple of places, maybe makes a mistake. Anything can happen.
Final question, I've got to ask it because this is what I've come to talk to the authorities. Can Ben Spies be the next Kevin Schwantz? Can he be that good?
I think so. You know, Ben's got a whole lot more motivation as far as training and his focus and his drive. Maybe not drive more than a Kevin Schwantz had, but definitely he is, you know, he's got a nutritionist, he's got a trainer, guy that really just drives him to be the machine that he is. And, you know, back in the late 80s, early 90s, I didn't have that, and I really didn't want that. I probably wouldn't have been as good of a racer as I was if I'd have been serious about it.
Listen.
So I think Ben's headed in the right direction, and you know, he's got another thing going for him, and he's from Texas. So hopefully he can win that championship this year, and if not, who knows where where he'll end up in the next couple of seasons and how many championships he'll end up winning.
It's that Lone Star state of mind. Well, listen, I've had an inkling of what it's like to be out there at speed, and I'm loving it. Thank you very much for the opportunity, as always. Come and see us in the booth, and keep in touch. And I guess I've got to come back again because I've got more to learn. I've got to relax on the bike.
Absolutely. We'll get you a little loosened up, and you know, you need to be on the bike like you are when in the commentary box. Just got to let it flow. Just got to happen.
What more advice do you want? Thank you very much. See you again.
Thank
man.
you.